This is when it really gets tense. Only 4 teams remain in the biggest club competition in the world, and we're not far away from kick-off in the first leg. It's PSG, they face Monaco, and it's live on EA TV. Good evening, everyone. Plenty of reasons to expect a compelling contest tonight here in the French capital, Paris. We're at the Parc des Princes. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary. And my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And we're getting down to the wire in the UEFA Champions League. Tonight, the first leg of the semi-final coming right up. It's Paris Saint-Germain up against Monaco.
What a semi-final we should be in store for today. Yes, the hosts are clear favourites to reach the final, but their opponents are dangerous and come here full of confidence, desperate to cause an upset. It has the makings of a very good game. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
And here is the initial 11 for Paris Saint-Germain. Lucas Hernandez plays with Achraf Hakimi in the fullback positions. Vitor Ferreira starts alongside Fabian in central midfield. And the responsibility of leading the line today goes to Ousmane Dembélé. And let's have a look at the Monaco starting lineup. Lukas Hradecky is the goalkeeper. Thilo Kehrer plays alongside Eric Dyer in central defence. Alexander Golovin plays alongside Denis Zakaria in the centre of midfield. And the tactical configuration has 2 players in attack from the very outset. Interesting 90 minutes ahead of us here. Paris Saint-Germain get things started. Marquinhos. Hakimi. That's a lovely ball. Could play it in. And it's played into the centre. Well, a real struggle for both sides on the possession front here.
Well, I have to say, I've seen both these teams pass it better.
Gerard Neves. Corner awarded to PSG. Vanderson. Balogun. And the chance slips away. And PSG using width to good effect. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. And the spotlight certainly on Ousmane Dembele, who can change any game with one kick of the ball. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, his major attribute is his pace. It's as simple as that. He's dynamic both with and without the ball. He really does take some stopping.
Dembele! Oh, excellent goalkeeping! Dembele tasked with taking the corner. A long way out. And striking the crossbar. Could be dangerous. And regaining control of the ball.
They're much harder to break down in those areas, aren't they?
Hernandez. Here's Fabian. Now relying very much on their passing game in a bid to take the lead. Oh, that's splendid play. Must be. Terrific piece of anticipation. Nice looking move this. Opportunity here. Goalkeeping of the highest order.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that save. It's absolutely magnificent.
And he's fired over the corner. Oh, a twitchy clearance. Van der Son. Alexander Galavin has it. Chance to shoot. And off the post. A scalding shot it was.
Yeah, you can't really criticise that effort, can you?
Joao Neves. He has teammates around him. And green space galore for PSG. And the keeper taking it cleanly. Camara. Galavin. Oh, good skill, and he's managed to beat his man.
Yeah, that was super stuff, wasn't it?
Might be able to set up the chance. Oh, a smart stop. Now a decent position. Well, that attack collapsed completely. Oh, big moment. And a goal! The opener in the semi-final. First goal of the contest.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is absolutely inch perfect, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Really showing off his wide range of passing skills.
Defensively, that's so much harder. It certainly spreads the play.
Beautifully weighted ball. save. And he's hit it with authority. Well, in actual fact, it ended up being a simple claim for the keeper. Vanderson. Maybe dangerous here. Splendid challenge that. Could pose a threat on the counter. Really annoying for them. Couldn't take advantage. Untidy phase of play. And that is offside. Fabian. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Balogun. Made the move off his line, reacted really well. Galavine. Good strong play on the ball.
It's a good bit of skill, isn't it?
Given away by Monaco. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Dembele. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Could cross it in here. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. And so the half-time whistle has gone here at the Parc des Princes in Paris. Well, I'm sure Ousmane Dembele will admit that he's been well below his best today, Stuart.
Well, you can't blame his work rate, but today, like the rest of the team, he just hasn't been able to find that much-needed spark.
Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Eric Dyer. And nicely over the top. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. And on they go. Real chance. It's gone in. A goal for PSG beyond the goalkeeper to square things up.
Well, let's take another look. It's a really well-timed pass to break the offside line. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish. Well, that picture says it all. His team are back in the game now.
So, a level contest. 1-1. Galavine. Vanderson. What can he do with it now? And disappointing.
Yeah, that was a cheap turnover there.
Dembele. And the defensive intervention there. Zakaria. Delightful pass. Really vital interception. Must take the lead here. And a smart piece of goalkeeping. But should we question the decision to shoot?
Yeah, it's well hit, but there were other options, that's for sure.
Who can they pick out? And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to... Oh, a goal! The error seized upon, and the goalkeeper left with egg on his face. Well, PSG get the ball moving again. How will they respond? Fabian. Zabani. Now with Hakimi. Hernandez. Fabian. Moving the ball really well here.
Well, they're just waiting for the right moment here.
Fabian. That's a good-looking pass. Will it be? Oh, brilliant goalkeeping.
Well, I think he's pleased with himself. That's a top-class save.
And the substitution will occur now. And the corner played over by Dembele. In a good position to clear it away. Here's Camara. Well, it could be on for him here. Neves. We might see the wide route as a fruitful one, PSG. Well, disappointing end to the move. Pogba. And space to run into. Just the challenge that was required. Promising attack, this. Another good-looking attack. Chance here. Oh, what a stop! Playing it in. Oh, they were in a decent position too.
Well, that's a good turnover, isn't it?
Perhaps they can counter from here. Beautiful pass. Here's Camara. Well, when you're leading, you can afford to be pass happy. An effective challenge. Pogba. A quarter of an hour remaining here. And a tidy tackle. And in with a real chance. And it's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain to square this game.
Well, as you can see, this is a great pass from Dembele, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
So they get the ball rolling again, and this is a goal fest in the extreme. Fantastic ball. And striking it on the volley, just no luck.
Well, good technique, but just wide of the target.
Galavine. If they can finish here, that might be that. Throw in here for Monaco. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Well, without putting too fine a point on it, he's missed it. He's been a joy to watch, no two ways about that. But the manager bringing on a fresh player now. Hernandez. And the pass deftly cut out. Ansu Fati. So much focus within the team, and completely focused on winning the game now. And a free kick awarded by the referee. And he whips it in. And fine work from Monaco to win the ball back. And teammates around him. Real chance! And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, let's take another look, and it's a very good goal. And they deserve it, you have to say. They've been excellent.
And the ball is moving again. 3-2. Hernandez. PSG chasing this game. They're not out of it. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. Fired over by Mzpanda. Appear to be in two minds. Well, nothing comes of it. Caio Henrique. Now Dyer. Being able to keep the ball is a huge advantage.
Well, I have to say, they're toying with them at the moment.
Henrique. Fati. Pogba. And so the referee confirms that this first leg is officially over. Just what the away fans were hoping for. Now they've got to hold their nerve when the action moves to their patch next time round.
Well, at this stage of the tournament, you'd take any lead going into that second leg. I tell you what, though, this tie is far from over. Very little to split between the two sides, and it's set up perfectly for round two.
And in the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Stuart.
Well, he looked a top-class player today. Every time he touched the ball, he was a threat, and he worked so hard for the team as well. What a good display that was.
They've gone a long, long way in this Champions League campaign, and while they might be tempted to think about the final, first things first, this semi-final hurdle to clear. It's live on EA TV. Well, it's always a great pleasure to be here in the Côte d'Azur region. We find ourselves in Monaco with football action on the menu. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and ready to provide expert analysis alongside me is Stuart Robson. And what we have to look forward to is the second leg of this Champions League semi-final. It's Monaco against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, the visitors have it all to do here, but a quick start, an early goal, and they'll be right back in it. This should be good today.
And let's have a look at the Monaco starting lineup. Lukas Hradecky is the goalkeeper. Thilo Kehrer plays alongside Eric Dyer in central defence. Alexander Golovin plays alongside Denis Zakaria in the centre of midfield. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Here is the initial 11 for Paris Saint-Germain. Marquinhos plays alongside Lucas Hernandez in central defence. Vitor Ferreira starts alongside Fabian in central midfield. And the lead striker is Ousmane Dembélé. Interesting 90 minutes ahead of us here. Paris Saint-Germain get things started. Dembélé. Options in the centre. Well read to ease the pressure. Camara. Alexander Golovin has it. And finding their flow. Oh, good idea. And it's in as they tighten their grip on the tie.
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Lucas Hernandez. Now with Hakimi. Neves. Now PSG moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Is this the moment? Oh, tremendous goalkeeping awareness. Throw in here for PSG. Trying to tee it up. Can he put it in? And a solid stop there. Here's Camara. PSG doing well to win it back. Mzpanda. Galavine. Balogun. Promising pass. And out of play for a Monaco throw. Oh, got into position brilliantly. And intercepts again.
That was excellent defending.
Camara. Couldn't maintain possession, Monaco. They've dropped a bit deep, haven't they? Neves. And the through ball. Might finish. A goal! That's exactly what they needed. That should get them believing again.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. And Dembele's finish gives the keeper no chance. He hits it with such venom.
So back underway following the equaliser. Vanderson. Here's Camara. Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. And he's made headway. Nicely cut out. Oh, yes, what a pass. Fabian! And a goal! Real excitement here, the equaliser.
Well, just look at the setup here. It's such a clever back heel, and the finish is clinical. Hitting it cleanly beyond the keeper, that's a good goal.
Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Balogun. And that'll be Monaco's throw-in. Chance to cross. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Oh, genuine chance. And a goal! That could make all the difference. They'll be determined not to lose this lead.
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure.
back underway, dead level, 2-2. Nuno Mendes. And a clever piece of defending. Fabian. On the ball, Zakaria. Eric Dyer. Well, the scoreline means they can focus on keeping possession.
Well, they're making this look so easy, aren't they?
Balogun. Really good build-up, but no end product. Now, what can Paris Saint-Germain do from this position? And couldn't quite square the game. Close.
Well, it's certainly a decent effort, but not quite good enough. They still trail here.
Camara. Balogun. Galavine. Through the middle. Now opening things up. Well, capable of a better clearance than that. Oh, the post denied him. Nothing to show for that attack. Neves. Hakimi. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Opportunity to level it. How good was that? Holding on to it. Balogun. Well, it's a textbook example of dynamic passing.
Yeah, they move the ball so well.
And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind, but he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
João Neves. Now with Mendes. And PSG showing good width here. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Galavine. Counter-attacking possibilities. Promising possession, this. And the chance slips away. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. That's really good and effective physical play.
Ah, that's a good bit of play.
Zakaria. Can they set up a chance? Surely! And a goal to level this contest! All even!
Well, the setup play is superb. Just look at his skill here, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage in this match. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Hakimi. On to Neves. Well, nicely cut out. Caio Henrique. Challenge sending the ball over the touchline. Zakaria. Alexander Galavin has it. Given away by Monaco. Fabian. On to Mensch. Oh, what a top-notch pass. Well, the goalkeeper making a big contribution and denying him another one.
Well, it's another chance for him. As you said, he looks so hungry for goals today.
And over comes the corner. Well, they can bring it out now. Intelligent ball. And clears his lines. Galavin. Might do damage on the break. Zakaria. Alexander Galavin has it. And look at this! And what a magical save it was! Well, opting for the short corner. Terrific block. And possession secured, keeper's ball. Kvaratskhelia. Showing a good reading of the game. 30 minutes to go then. Well, a touch too heavy there.
Well, they made some good decisions there.
What a magnificent pass. And intercepting it. Galavin. Well, it's a decent-looking attack, this. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Zakaria. Well, PSG doing well to regain control of the ball. And nicely over the top. And it's whipped in early. Well, that attack collapsed completely. And throw in. Substitution it is for PSG.
Numéro 14, Désiré Doué. Numéro 8, Fabian Ruiz. Numéro 21, Lucas Hernandez. Changement par numéro 29, Bradley Barcola. Numéro 49, Mbaye. Numéro 33, Zahir Emery.
Wonderfully weighted pass. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Ready to break, perhaps? PSG a little wasteful in possession. Here's Camara. And acres of space for PSG out wide. Oh, big opportunity. Well, still a threat. Oh, a goal! And one that could really matter in the quest to make it through.
Well, here it is again, and I feel a bit sorry for the goalkeeper. He makes a good save to start with, but where are his defenders following in? Instead, it's the attacker who's alert. He gets to the ball first, and it's a good finish.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Enrique. Pogba. Alexander Galavin has it. Just 15 minutes remaining. Vitor Ferreira. That's a lovely ball. Cross-fired over. It comes to absolutely nothing. That's a good-looking pass. Genuine chance. Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well. A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, you won't see a better connection than this. It's a brilliant strike, hit with such power. What a great goal.
Showing good situational awareness. Camara. Here's Camara. That's a good ball. Camara. Dispatched it. Well, they've left it really late here. They need another goal in order to send this game into extra time.
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal, but there's still plenty to do from here. He hits it so well, though. Lots of pace, lots of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. It's a great strike.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Pacho. Now with Mensch. And playing it to the goalkeeper. They just can't get on the ball.
Yeah, they're in total control here.
Might work out. Oh, this looks useful. He has teammates around him. Committed challenge. Warren Zaire-Emery. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Nicely weighted ball. But into the keeper's gloves. Well, it goes down as a slight mishap. Well, it would have been spectacular had it gone in, but was that the best choice?
No, it certainly wasn't, and his teammates aren't particularly happy with him.
Time for the change now.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Sort du terrain, le numéro 10, Ousmane Dembélé. À sa place,
The referee's whistle for full time, and Paris Saint-Germain will be in the final.
Well, it was all very tight, but over the two legs, they just had that bit more creativity and made the better chances. They'll certainly be confident going into the next round.
Well, there's a sound reason why we're focusing on him. He's made his presence felt in attack, Stuart.
Yeah, I think the only thing you could question, could he have been a touch more clinical in front of goal? Maybe should have had 2 or 3 today. Regardless of that, it was a good performance and a great result.